Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here, and it's Sunday afternoon. Back at you again with another video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below on this channel, and all my other channels which are down below in the description box. Friend me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, as you know. And tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. And YouTube can somehow send my videos out to you so you get notified and know when my videos go up and you can watch them. And that's it. That's basically it. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, I'm tired as fuck. I woke up a little while ago, but I'm still tired. I'm about to go take another nap. But I got a couple videos I want to do before I do that. And then we got the Royal Rumble tonight at 7 p.m. Should be a 4-hour show with the men's and women's Rumble probably going an hour and a half about. See what happens with that. Yes, I did shave, so no more old man Gilmore. So we did that. Sorry, ladies. We got that. So I'm gonna get you geared up for Royal Rumble. Got my predictions coming up in a little bit, and that's it for that. And we move on from there. But first, before we get to the Royal Rumble, I'm here to give you my date and added date Smackdown review for January the 24th, 2020, from Dallas, Texas. Yeehaw! Well, a few miles away from Houston, Texas, which had Worlds Collide last night, which I heard was a pretty good show. We have a new Cruiserweight champion in Devlin Jordan. Damn dude, don't care. But the new look Cruiserweight belt looks pretty nice. You know, the freaking Triple H and William Regal show off the belt to Angel Garza. I was like, oh, this is nice. And like, they showed to him, like, oh, you're gonna lose it tonight, by the way. It's not yours anymore. But I digress. So, Worlds Collide was last night, and Royal Rumble's tonight. See who wins the men's and women's Royal Rumble. There might be some surprises. There was a picture on Facebook that MVP might be returning tonight. I doubt that. I really don't want to see him. He ain't balling anymore. There's rumors of Keith Lee being in the Rumble. I hope he is, and I hope he wins it. But it is what it is. There was a fake, I don't know if it's fake or real, sheet of who's gonna win the Royal Rumble, and it just said Kane was gonna win the Royal Rumble. No. If that happens, I think everybody's gonna riot. But it is what it is. So, you know, there's so many stories out right now that who could be in the Rumble, who could return. Ronda Rousey's in Houston, but we don't know if she's gonna be in the Royal Rumble or not. Show up after the Royal Rumble. I don't know. Like she did 2 years ago. And she debuted at the Royal Rumble. So we'll see what happens with that. Edge might show up, though. He posted a picture on his Instagram of him and his daughter in North Carolina. So that might have been an old picture, so we don't know. So maybe Edge Stain comes back tonight for his little WrestleMania run, and then he retires again. Beth Phoenix might be in the Women's Royal Rumble with Molly Holly. I wouldn't mind that. I don't. As long as Beth Phoenix doesn't win the damn thing, I'll be fine with that. I don't care. But I think Shayna Baszler will debut tonight in the Women's Royal Rumble. In it, on the face Becky at WrestleMania 36 and beat Becky for the title. Becky's time is up, but we'll see what happens. Sasha Banks will probably be in it. some others, Naomi, Natalia, Carmella, Dana Brooke, maybe Lana would be in it, Liv Morgan might be in it and eliminate themselves easily. But maybe some stars from NXT will show up, like Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley might be in it, Toni Storm might be in it. Sadly, Io Shirai won't be in it since she's injured. Yeah, I fucked it too hard last night again. I'm an animal. Animal. He's resting in my bed right now, but it is what it is. That's it. So we'll see what happens at the Royal Rumble in a couple of hours. And that's it. But right now, let's get to a SmackDown review from this past Friday night. It was a meh show like Raw was. These go-home shows are beginning to suck and not draw interest to your pay-per-views anymore, but it is what it is. So we start off the night with Roman Reigns, Mr. Cockfist himself. We had him teaming up with the Usos, taking on Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and Bobby Roode in six-man tag team action. This all stemmed from last week when the Usos helped Roman beat Bobby Roode in that tables match, and then Roman named his stipulation for his match with Baron Corbin, which is a false count anywhere match. See how far they go in Minute Maid Park tonight. We go all the way to the outfield, maybe beyond. Bowels of the stadium, maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. So we start off with Dolph and Jey Uso, and then Jey goes to work on Dolph, tags in Jimmy, both teams against a near fall. Bobby Roode comes in, they work the ropes, Roode takes control, lays the boots to Jimmy, throws Jimmy over the top rope. Jimmy he floated over like wrestlers usually do. But then he got caught and he looked like he hurt his leg. He like hyperextended his knee or something. So the referees and the EMTs had to come out. They had to take Jimmy out. And then while that was happening, Dolph rammed Jimmy headfirst into the ring post. And then the referees are checking on him. Roman and Jey are looking on him. And Jay's like, "Look at his neck, man! Look at his neck!" Now, obviously, the referees are stupid. They didn't bother to check his head. Because he got slammed into the steps. Why not? Anyway, so it's basically 3-on-2 for a while. And Corbin's group is taking control on Jey Uso. Jey goes up top, leaps over Corbin. Corbin hits deep six for a near fall. And they're going to work on Jey for a long time. And then Corbin comes in. And, Jey was about to get the tag to Roman. But Corbin took him out on the outside. Don't went to the crowd. And we come back. Jey sends Corbin into the ring post. And gets the hot tag to Roman, who runs wild on Dolph. As Corbin takes a lead from the ring. Then he starts attacking him, and then the heels come back on Roman, start beating him up. Roode comes in, goes for his glorious DDT, is countered into a cradle, into a powerbomb. Jey then gets taken out by Dolph Ziggler, throwing at the barricade, and then over the announce table. Sadly, did not hit Michael Cole. Then Corbin works over Reigns, and then Dolph hits a neckbreaker for a near fall. Goes for a super kick, it's countered with a Superman punch. Then we see Jimmy limping his way back to the match, and gets the hot tag, and goes to work with a high cross body, then a suicide dive. Corbin hits a Superman punch, and then he blows with Corbin on the floor and into the stands. Jimmy fights off Dolph, and then hits a top rope frog splash to finish off Bobby Roode. So they get the win. Match is alright. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars for a 25-minute match. It is what it is, so that's all I gotta say about that. So two and a half out of 5 stars for the match, and we'll see what happens with Roman and Baron Corbin in their Falls Count Anywhere match at the Rumble, and then both of them are going to be in the Royal Rumble. See what happens with them there. And as history shows, Corbin is not good in Royal Rumbles, so he'll probably be thrown out early on, maybe by Brock Lesnar, who is number 1 tonight, and number 2 probably be Ricochet or R-Truth or anybody. I would love to be maybe someone like Braun Strowman, but I think Roman's probably gonna be like number 25, number like close to 30. I don't think he's gonna be number 30, but I think number 30 will probably be Goldberg or maybe Edge, but we'll see. And that's it. All right, after that we got a video package of Lacey Evans and her journey to the Royal Rumble, and her quest to get the SmackDown Women's title from Bayley. We have an interview on the stage with Mitchell Cole, and he asked Lacey how it started with Sasha and Bayley and why she called them out for her leadership. Lacey called them bullies, and she wasn't going to stand around in the back and talk about bullies. Cole then asked her about her upbringing and what inspires her. So Lacey starts crying and said her father lost a battle with addiction and depression. Nothing accomplished if they set their mind to it, even if they were going through tough times. She held herself up as an example of having a rough upbringing and finding her way to the WWE through the Marines. She wanted to show the crowd that she knows they are going through things and wants to inspire them to keep fighting to be the best. And Cole brings up her daughter, and we see footage of her and Sasha going at it a little bit, and then Bayley assaulting her in front of her daughter. Lacey said she was proud of her daughter for standing up to the bully, but she would show them on Sunday. And then out of nowhere, Bayley attacks from behind, starts beating her down. Referees have to separate them. They go to the back. But good spirited promo from Lacey. I guess they really changing her into Liberty Bell from Glow. You know, the Miss USA. I'm all USA. You know, really changing her into Liberty Bell from Glow. The actress that plays Liberty Bell in Glow should talk to Lacey about how to do it. But I'm just saying, she's a very good actress, by the way. And that's all I gotta say. But Glow is a pretty good show, so I think everybody should watch it. Season 3 already ended. I would assume they're gonna do season 4. I haven't heard anything about them not doing season 4, but I hope they do season 4. I'd like to see more stuff with they had an episode dedicated to Awesome Kong. That was pretty nice. I would see a little bit more of her character, Welfare Queen, and that was pretty nice. Her dealing with her injuries, and she's popping pills and everything, and then she hurts her back, and they show her in the shower. Yeah, I didn't need to see that, but it is what it is. And that's it. So we move on from there. So yeah, so Lacey's channeling Liberty Bell from Glow. See what happens with that as we move on. Alright, there we go backstage with Carmella and Dana Brooke, interviewed by Kayla Braxton about the Women's Royal Rumble. Carmella listed her accomplishments: Miss Money in the Bank, SmackDown Women's Champion, blah blah blah. I said that's what makes her the favorite on Sunday because she is money. And Dana's like, hold on there, sister. And said everyone could read her Wikipedia page. And said that she knows her worth and how far she's coming to WWE. Then we hear some like yelling and screaming. We see Bayley and Lacey continuing their brawl in the back. And we see Lacey take off her shoe and start beating her with the shoe. Who beats her with a shoe? I mean, really. So, yeah, they eventually have to be pulled away again. Yeah, it gets worse after that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens with that. With Bayley and Lacey. It's getting really heated and everything. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Let me move on. Alright, then we were supposed to get Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross in tag team action. Uh, they were supposed to face Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, finally Desire. And we see footage shown backstage of Mandy and Sonya having a conversation where they seem to get back on the same page. Fine. Last week when Mandy fell into Otis's arms and Otis lick at his lips and like, I got my peach, I'm gonna fuck her. Blah blah blah. The ever going love story between Mandy and Otis will probably be sealed with a kiss pretty soon. You know what I mean? Uh, so the match is about to start, and then Lacey and Bayley come out from the back and continue their brawl in the ring, and then everybody in the ring is getting in on the action, and then referees and agents have to get control. So yeah, that match never happened. So I give that no rating. Excuse me, too much beer. And yeah, I had beer this morning because to wake me up. Now I feel really sleepy, but it is what it is. So we get that. So no rating for that. And looks like Lacey and Bayley are gonna go all night long, beating the crap out of each other. But it looks like it stopped for now. But we'll see what happens with that. So we move on. All right, then we get Elias in the ring, speaking about the Royal Rumble and a winner facing a champion at WrestleMania. He said he would put his heart and soul in winning the match and asked the crowd if they want to walk. Yes. And then started a song called Texas Dream, where he talked about all the superstars he would eliminate in the Rumble. Then brings up Braun Strowman. Reminded him that Sunday is every man for himself, and him to do a duet. And polled the crowd, which supported the idea of singing along. So Strowman's like, okay, and he's like, me. He's like, and then they were interrupted by Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro. We got a tag team match player. And the match was decent, it was alright. It's also with Elias and Cesaro doing battle. Elias gets control. He does the Undertaker rope walk into a Meteora. Also some strides to Sammy causes a distraction, and then Cesaro dumps Elias to the outside. Nakamura attacked him. Braun chases and we go to break. Come back. Cesaro falls with some knee strikes. Then Elias fires back. And then Nakamura comes in. They dump Braun to the outside. Nakamura takes down Elias. Goes for the Kid Sasha! Off with an Elias knee strike. He gets the hot tag to Braun Strowman, who goes nuts, tossing Nakamura around like a rag doll. Until Nakamura cuts him off. Cesaro comes in and they send Braun into the ring post, and they double team him for a while, and Cesaro gets a near fall out of that. Then Elias sends Nakamura into the ring post. Braun hits the running power slam on Cesaro, and then Elias falls with a top rope Macho Man elbow. No, it wasn't a Macho Man elbow, but elbow drop to finish it off. So Braun and Elias get the win over Shinsuke and Cesaro. Match is okay. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And continues the Braun Nakamura storyline. I don't know. I have an Intercontinental title match tonight on Smackdown this coming Friday night, which I think is the best idea. We'll see what happens with that. And Elias gets a win. Not that he's gonna win the Rumble, but a win is a win is a win. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. Alright, there we see Big E of the New Day. Oiling up backstage. He's disgusting looking. Tries to test out whether he was slippery. I don't want to know about that. Kofi comes in, asking what he's doing. Big E said eliminating him won't be easy if he's greasy. Greasy, whatever. That could be true. Kofi said he would take care of his business against John Morrison, but at the Royal Rumble, they would use the power of positivity to climb the mountain together again. But this time, they would do it for Xavier Woods, who is still out with his knee injury. We'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. didn't much care for it. And just Big E's greasing himself up just gave me nightmares. And that's pretty much it for that. And then we go backstage with Kayla Braxton, and she's interviewing King Corbin. Kayla asks him why Roman got the better of him earlier. Corbin says they went to hold a toe earlier and promised to embarrass him all over Minute Maid Park. We'll see. Corbin said Reigns will not make the Royal Rumble match. I doubt that. He will win and go on the main event WrestleMania. Then we get a Rumble by Numbers video package, which we've seen on Raw. I really didn't need to tell you about that. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. And that's it. So I gave Coleman's segment 2 out of 5 stars. That was it. We got a Sheamus video package showcasing him coming back, and now his little feud with Shorty G, Chad Gable, and have a match at the Rumble show. But I doubt that, but we'll see. And that's pretty much all that is said for that, and we move on. Alright, then we get The Miz and John Morrison arrive in that slow-mo epic entrance of his. Miz says last week Morrison made his return after 8 years, and rather than celebrate, the crowd booed him, but you can understand why. Just that it was by association with him because they think he changed. Well, he says he hasn't changed. You can see that in his reality show premiere next week on Wednesday night after NXT. Plug. Miz said Morrison beat Big E last week and he will beat Kofi in a minute. And then they would win the Royal Rumble on Sunday, and basically officially declaring themselves in the Royal Rumble match. So I got that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then after that, we get to Morrison and Kofi. It was a pretty decent match at Big E and Miz at ringside. They lock up. They go to the ropes. They work into some counters. Morrison tried for a monkey flip. Kofi counted, landed on his feet. Hits one of his own on Morrison and lands on his face. Then Morrison dumps him to the floor and he hits a massive dive. And then Kofi comes back with one of his own. As we go to break, we come back. Morrison's in control with some uppercuts. Kofi fires back. Morrison cuts him off with a knee strike. Goes for Starship Pain. It missed. Kofi goes up top and flies in with a chop. A drop kick, and then Morrison fires back until Kofi hits a Hurricane Rana. He follows up some kicks. The drop. And goes for Trouble in Paradise and gets countered with a spin kick of his own by Morrison with a sick kick. Goes for a near fall. Takes Kofi up top. Kofi fires back. Morrison pokes the eyes and hits Spanish Fly off the top rope a la Joel Maximo for a near fall. Then Morrison starts beating up Kofi. Kofi counts into the SOS for a near fall. Morrison then cradles him with a little help from the ropes for a near fall. He had a skull for that. Miz then attacks Big E. Big E chases him, and then Kofi takes out the Miz outside as Morrison cuts him off. And then he hits Starship Pain to finish it off and get the win. So Miz and Morrison are 3-0 against the New Day, which should really give them a tag team title match tonight at the Rumble. But, in WWE, they won't do that. Save it for Smackdown. It's Friday night, but we'll see. So, yeah, so I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. So it was a pretty decent match. And we'll see what happens at the Rumble with these 4 men. I don't think they're going to win it. We'll probably see some interesting things happen with Morrison and Kofi trying not to get eliminated. They'll do some interesting little things like they've done in past Rumbles. That'll be exciting, but we'll see what happens. And we move on from there, and that's pretty much it. Alright, then we get to the contract signing of Daniel Bryan and The Fiend Bray Wyatt. Michael Cole is once again in the ring. And he says the strap match can be won by pinfall or submission. So no more touching the turnbuckles anymore. That's usually what a strap match is, but I guess they want to change the rules. Alright, whatever, I'm not really caring. Excuse me. So Brian comes out, waits for Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt appears on the Titantron via the Firefly Funhouse. He has a fax machine with a bunch of crumpled contracts in front of it. And he says he was trying to send the contract via fax, but was having trouble with it. Might be a blessing in disguise because no one should willingly tie himself to him. And Brian says, "You're a sick man, and why don't you come to the ring right now?" So Bray says he had been advised by his attorney, Mercy the Buzzard, not to come to the ring. Okay, Mercy's now a attorney. Okay, that's nice. Brian said he had him figured out. He likes to live in his own fantasy world, and all he ever does is run. But he won't make the mistake of letting him get away again. Bray's like, "Did you say mistake?" "Well, that's the secret word! Ha ha!" And he said this was all about Brian's mistake of betraying him years ago. I think it was right around WrestleMania 32, 33. I forget which WrestleMania was at. It was 30 or I don't remember, somewhere around there. And he said he would pay on Sunday. I said he wasn't facing him on Sunday, so it was only fitting for him to sign the contract. The lights go out. They come back on. The Fiend is standing right in front of Daniel. And he applies the mandible claw, choking Brian out. Then his sister Abigail right after that. He has the strap wrapped around his hand. He starts whipping Brian with the strap, and we see all the marks on his back are just disgusting. Then the Fiend goes to the table, grabs the pen, looks at himself, starts laughing like a maniac, and Day! Starts stabbing himself with it, and then he puts his hand on the paper, on the contract, signs it in his own blood, even though it looked like paint. And that was it. We see Brian have welts on his back. Then the Fiend throws down the contract right in Daniel's face. Daniel gets to his feet. His shirt is torn up. His back is torn up. But he eventually gets to his feet as the show ends. So it was a pretty decent contract signing, as all contract signings are. They always end in turmoil. But it should be a good match with Daniel and Bray tonight in a strap match for the title. I think Bray will win anyway. I think he's going to go to WrestleMania, probably lose to Roman or somebody else. I don't know what they're going to be doing with Bray after tonight, going into the Saudi Arabia show on February 27th. I don't know if they're going to have a match there or not. I don't know what's going to happen. We don't know anything as of yet. They're going to probably start hyping up that event, which we don't know the name of. I think it's just going to might be called I don't know what's going to be called. Blood Money. I don't know what's going to be called. Who cares? But having it 2 days before AEW Revolution, I think, WWE was desperate. Which makes no sense, because if you have the Saudi Arabia show, then you have, I don't know if it's the same week. I think it's the week after that. I think it's March the 8th is the Elimination Chamber. They're not gonna really hype up the Elimination Chamber, so I don't know why not doing that. They might not do that tomorrow night or Friday night on Smackdown, which they really should hype up the Elimination Chambers, so we don't, get a 1 week build of matches. Because that'll suck. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So my allergies are acting up again. So we'll see what happens tonight at the Royal Rumble with Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan for the Universal title. Like I said, I think Bray will retain. It's gonna be a hard-hitting, brutal match. Then we got the men's and women's Royal Rumble. We'll see who wins that. Goes to WrestleMania. I think it's gonna be Shayna Baszler and Drew McIntyre, but I'll talk my predictions later. And we got Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin. I think Roman will win that, and hopefully ending the feud for good. But we'll see. And we got some other. I think we got Andrade against Humberto Carrillo for the United States belt. I think Andrade will win that. We have some other matches that might happen, but we'll see. We'll see what happens when the show starts in just about 5.5 hours. But we'll see. So Royal Rumble should be decent tonight. I'm not really looking forward to it that much. It's something that I can watch since I'm not gonna be watching the Pro Bowl this year since not that many 49ers are in it. Most of the 49ers took off anyway. Since all of them are in the Super Bowl, which is next weekend. Can't wait for that. I get through this short week of work. I go to my brother from another mother's house over the weekend. Watch the Super Bowl. Watch the Niners destroy the Chiefs. And hopefully they win and we celebrate. We have some beers. We have some vodka. We just get completely wasted. Then Monday we have the hangover. And I gotta come back because I gotta work the day after that. But we'll see what happens next weekend with the Super Bowl. I'll do my Super Bowl predictions on Thursday, on a Friday night. Get that out of the way on TGC 160. Super Bowl 54 predictions. I'm not gonna really talk about the halftime show with Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, and maybe Missy Elliott. I really don't care. I'm not looking forward to it because really they should have a heavy metal rock act at the Super Bowl. We haven't had one in a while. I think the last time we had one was a couple years ago with the Red Hot Chili Peppers with Bruno Mars. I didn't give two shits about. But, we should have somebody like AC/DC, Kiss, in this moment, Metallica, Def Leppard, Bon Jovi, Poison, bands like that, Judas Priest, not Motorhead. Motorhead's kind of gone now. Iron Maiden. That would be awesome for the halftime show. I don't care if Iron Maiden was there. They just did Run to the Hills, Number of the Beast, and The Trooper, and that was it. They just did 3 good songs. As long as they're there, kicking some ass, making the halftime show actually watchable, then I go with it. But we had Lady Gaga last year. I was okay with because I like Lady Gaga, but this year we're gonna have Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, who both look fucking hot. I bang them in a minute, but see what happens with that. Should be a decent halftime show. I'm not looking forward to it. The commercial should be pretty excellent. We got some trailers for some movies coming out in the summer, which will be good. Budweiser will have a commercial. I don't know if they're doing there was a rumor they're doing a Bud Bowl commercial. I don't know about that, but we'll see. Doritos got a commercial. We got a bunch of car commercials happening as well. And some phone commercials and some other rinky-dink commercials that I don't give two shits about, but we'll see what happens with that. Pepsi will probably have a commercial. Coke might have a commercial. I don't know. But certain beer companies will have Budweiser. Maybe Corona will have one. But we'll see what happens next Sunday on the show. And that's it. So Smackdown was an show. I gave it an rating of 6 out of 10 stars. And like I said, we'll see what happens tonight at the Royal Rumble. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So thank you for watching this video. I'm going to take a little nap and then around 4 or 5 o'clock my lunch and then do my Royal Rumble predictions before the pre-show starts and then get you ready for the Royal Rumble at 7 o'clock. I'll do my review tomorrow like tomorrow afternoon before Raw goes on the air. I'll get you caught up with with what happened on the show, the surprise entrance, returns, all the chaos that happens on the show, and like I said, we'll see what happens tonight. Should be a pretty decent show. I'm not really looking forward to it. The first major pay-per-view of the year for WWE. After that, they got the Saudi Arabia show at the end of February. Then a couple weeks after that is the Elimination Chamber, and then a couple weeks after that is WrestleMania. WWE's got a lot of things happening over the next couple months. Got Takeover Portland coming up in a couple weeks as well. 3 weeks from tonight. Takeover Portland. So that should be like Worlds Collide was awesome. And we got that. So, once again, 6 out of 10 stars for Smackdown. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section of this video. If you have any questions, put it down below in the comment section of this video as well. Hit me up via Facebook and Twitter with your questions. Twitter link is down below in the comment section of this video. If you're on Facebook, just type in Peter Gilmore. You'll find me somewhere. Leave me a message or a comment, and we'll get to your questions in due time. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys a little bit later for my predictions for the Royal Rumble, and then get you geared up for the Royal Rumble tonight at 7 p.m. And that's it. So, thank you for watching. I'm going to take a nap, and that's it. So, I'm out. Peace, bitches!